everybody, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Long time no see, I know, but I am back and I'm here to film another video and I'm just so excited. And one of my plans at the start of all the year is to get more organised. I'm already a pretty good organised person, but of course there are always ways where you can make it better and make yourself more organised. If you guys have been here for a while, then you will know that this time last year I filmed a little video for Alex and her team at My PA Planner, and I absolutely love their planners and their layouts. It is such a good concept for people who have a small business or are self-employed or kind of run their own things or just want to be super organised, like to the absolute T. So I reviewed the 2022 version of their planner last year and I absolutely loved it. I did use it and I can honestly say that it is such a great planner. And Alex very kindly reached out to me again very recently and asked whether I wanted to try their 2023 planner, and honestly I could not say no. I was so excited when I got this email through, and they have stepped their planning and just overall design of the book up a notch as well, and it is honestly just so beautiful. And it arrived in the post the other day and this is what it looks like. Honestly, look at it shining. It is so beautiful. Please ignore my finger marks, my hands are so sweaty. But last year they did have it with a plastic cover, but now they have gone for like this faux leather cover and it's honestly just so beautiful. I don't even know if the camera's picking it up, but it just feels so luxurious and just so nice to touch. Really expensive. The front is super simple. It just says My PA in the middle, and then at the bottom it just says 2023 planner, and then at the back it's very similar. Again, please ignore my finger marks. It says My PA in the middle and then just a link to the website as well. This planner does also have a little elastic strap that goes around it, which is always helpful, especially if you're keeping documents and important paperwork in there. So stepping into the planner now, I absolutely love it. It is such a big book. I'm not sure if you can actually tell on camera. You can probably take it around in a bag and like it's very easy to move around with you, but equally it would really work very well like on a home desk and somewhere that you don't move. It's a really good size, like kind of for both things, and this sort of size lets you get into the detail of everything as well, which is always super helpful, really what you want to have in a planner. So the first page of the book is where you literally just fill out who the planner belongs to and your email and your telephone if you were to ever lose it. Obviously there is going to be a lot of important information going in here. And then the second page gives you a brief overview of the story of My PA planner and how it originated, and then a lovely quote. I always love planners that have quotes. And then the next few pages are just breaking down like how to use this planner, what different things mean, how to get the most out of the planner, which is honestly such a good idea because sometimes when they're so detailed you literally don't even know where to begin. So this is a really like easy to follow way to kind of get the best success out of 2023 with the help of this book. And then there's one last slide on how to use it, and then it says 2023 out with the old, in with the new. This was copied over from last year. It had exactly the same page in last year's one and I just absolutely love it. It is such a good motivation for the start of the year. Really makes you feel like you can do this. One thing I really love about My PA planner is the front of their book also has like a review stage, so you look at last year, what you achieved, and then you kind of set some goals for 2023, which is honestly so important. Like, how are you meant to know if you've got any better if you don't put any goals down? On the next page you then give a little breakdown of your life currently and kind of what you think you're good at, what you want to do in the future, and how you're going to kind of make goals to get to that place throughout the next year. And then the final page, which is super fun as well, is a bucket list. I always think of stuff that I want to do, but I kind of never write it down, so it never really turns into anything. But I think the minute you write it down, obviously you've got a written copy of evidence for it, and the more you work towards actually achieving it. And this kind of works with, if you believe in like the law of attraction and manifestation, obviously the minute you write it down you can keep going back to it, you can keep reading over it, you can really visualize yourself in that situation. So now we get on to the next section, which is the business plan. This is where the planner goes a little bit more into suiting like small businesses. So this next page is super important. I do this all the time in my personal job as well, thinking about your why, where you are currently, where you want to be, and why that is. Normally the why is the most important and it's a lot deeper than what you first think it is. So these boxes are super simple. It just says to, so what you want to achieve basically and what that will mean in return. The next page is again very similar to manifestation as well. This is where you talk about your vision vision, where you want to be this year and then where you want to be in 5 years time. And then there's just a bigger section to write about like your main goal for now and then in 5 years as well, where you can go into more detail. And then the planner goes even deeper, talking about your big mission of the year for either yourself or your business, the 3 big goals you want to achieve in 2023, and then it moves on to bringing your brand and your business to life. So it talks about what your products are in your business, what you're trying to sell, what your business wants to address or achieve, and then what is the problem that your business is solving. Again, super important points for a business which probably do change year on year and is natural to change year on year, so it's really good to just get a clear idea of them at the start of the year so you can follow them through for the rest. The next page is more breakdowns of your business. I'm not going to go through it all, but please feel free to pause if you want to have a little read. But again, just breaking down your business, seeing how it might have shifted throughout the last year and what you can do throughout 23 to kind of get it in the place where you want it to be, where it is in your head. The next page is all about costings for your business, so kind of what items you have to buy in for your business to operate and what sort of costs they make and then what profit you get in return. And then the following pages after that are asking you a little bit of your financial status and how you plan to kind of pay for everything that you're spending and how that kind of relates to your everyday working life as well. It then breaks into a quick competitor analysis, so you can talk about some competitors and their strengths and weaknesses and how you kind of relate to that, and then also do a SWOT test of your business too. If you don't know, a SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and possible threats. And if you're able to sit down and actually break that down, dedicate a little bit of time to it, it really helps you see where your business sits within all the other businesses. Obviously the opportunities is a massive column here, seeing what your business can actually do in the next year, 2 years, 5 years, and kind of making sure that the motions you put in place now are going towards that next goal. The next section of the planner is talking all about marketing, which is honestly my bread and butter. This is what I do in my day-to-day job, so this speaks to me massively, but it's mainly breaking down, talking about your target audience. All these questions help you get a little bit deeper into your audience and really understand that person you're trying to reach out to. It then moves on to talking about how you're going to plan to sell these services. Are you planning to do it through email, through in person, through social media? It also has a breakdown of the marketing funnel as well, which is really helpful. Just reminds you of like the amount of people you have to get in at the very first stage and actually how many customers that actually equals to. The next few pages break into all different types of media, so webinars, social media, blogging, websites, emails, podcasting. Again, just ask you a load of different questions of what you could potentially do throughout the year and what you feel suits your business. And then the very last pages of these sections is talking about your project plan. The next section is something I'm not so skilled in. This is the numbers, so obviously where you take all your finances. So again, I will do a quick overview of it. So talking about your survival budget, kind of what's the minimum amount you need to make per month to survive, and then what your profit and loss forecast is for the year. If you turn that, you can do that, and then obviously towards the end you can make a kind of graph out of it, which is obviously ideal for the following year. You can also do a forecast of the year, what you think you're going to make and then what you actually did make, and then it breaks down into a brief calendar of the year. But after we go through all that initial stuff, all the months are set out the same, and again they are super detailed. Obviously it's really helpful having that plan with the marketing, the budgeting, the overall views of your business and your brand, but it's also equally important that each month is very structured and consistent as well. So I do definitely recommend taking the time to kind of fill out all that information about your business before you start this planner, but also taking the time to just sit down and fill out this planner as you go, because there are touch points. There's a lot of areas where you kind of reflect back at the information you wrote down at the beginning of the year, and again just seeing how close you're getting to your final goal and where you want to be by the end of the year. So each month starts out with a double page spread of the month, which is kind of in this like grid method. So it's just got the month as a whole. This is January, and then it has positive habits you want to complete throughout the month, how regularly you have completed them throughout the month, and then just at the end here it has got a notes section as well. Then the planner advises you to fill this out at the start of the month, so list in your January goals and actions, and then your project planner. So again, writing what you want to get achieved this month, and again whether they're a priority, whether there's something that you want to be shifted a little bit, or whether there's something that's out of your hands. Then I absolutely love this section of the book. It has a social media content planner, so just kind of helps you plan what you want to post online throughout the month. Obviously if it is something like Christmas or Valentine's Day, it's always important to list that in there so you have special campaigns going on for that time of the year. And then this this is the next page. So this is what a week looks like in the planner. So it breaks down each day here. You've got notes up here, stuff you need to buy throughout the week, what you want to watch or listen to, or any notes again, what regular actions you need to complete, what are your one-off actions or goals you need to complete throughout the week. And then as you can see, there is a really clear breakdown for each hour of the day, and you can really easily list like what's filling up what specific hour. And then just a really cute little detail at the bottom here, they do have a little section where you can tick off if you've meditated, if you've exercised throughout the day, and how many glasses of water you've drunk as well, which is super important as well. Sometimes you just need little reminders like that to know you've got to drink your water or exercise or do your little bit of meditation, just to help you get in a better mental state and look after your body, which is so easy to forget, especially when you've got your own business. At the end of each week there is a weekly review section, so that's where you fill out kind of what you've achieved this week and kind of start to set you up for the next week, what you want to achieve. It's also got a really cute section here. You can write anything, you can doodle, you can scribble, you can mind map, you can just write what you're feeling, and that's a really nice way to get everything out of your head and give you a clean mindset ready for the next week ahead. So all the weeks in this planner follow that same layout, having the weekly review and then the week breakdown and then a weekly review and then the week breakdown, and then at the end of the month you do a monthly review. So this is where you break down your profit and loss of the month, your cash flow at the minute, and as you can see this page is a lot more detailed than the weekly reviews, but it's just a really good way to round up your month and kind of get you set ready for the next month ahead. So that is a rough breakdown of the month. That is what the whole month looks like. So you kind of start with a monthly review, then you go into your weeks where it has the week plan, and then it has the review of the week, and then you have an overall month review where you look at your profit and your loss and just how far you've got on in the month. And then it starts again with the page layout again of the month, and then it breaks down again all the way through the year. So you can see there is loads of pages here, and then at the very back of the book it gives you time to review 2023 and start writing your project plan for the new year. It also gives you an overview of what 2024 is looking like, obviously if you need to start booking in some dates or taking any notes. And then the very back of the book is all for contacts that you've made throughout the year, which is obviously great for networking, just being able to have everyone's addresses and emails and telephones. And then the last few pages is just gridded paper and just spare paper if you need to make any notes and you've not got any other books on you, which again is such a good idea because you do not want to be carrying around a notebook and a planner and a phone and a laptop. Sometimes you can only take one thing, so the fact that everything's in here is absolutely ideal. Again, especially if you're a small business owner, it's got all your forecasts, all your information on your finances, all your social media plans, so no matter where you go you have a copy of everything you need in here, as long as you keep up to date of course. But honestly this is such a good idea, and just I feel like it's an essential for someone with a small business or starting out with a small business this year. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I absolutely love this planner. I cannot wait to sit and fill it out, and although I don't necessarily have a small business of my own, I do obviously post here on YouTube. I do also have a TikTok and an Instagram account, and I do have a lot of plans for 2023, just personal plans for myself. Who knows if they are branch out into any business ideas, I really don't know. But I feel like for even someone who does work a 9 to 5 like myself, this is a really good planner to have for kind of things going on within your company, and obviously any ventures you want to do for yourself as well. This is a really good detailed way to keep track of everything that's going on. Again, I really hope you loved this video. I definitely loved filming it and cannot wait to start filling this book out. Thank you so much to Alex and the team again for gifting me this planner. I am so grateful, and yeah, like I said, I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to actually get into it. As mentioned earlier, I know I have not been very active on my YouTube this year, but I have been posting it on my TikTok regularly as well as my Instagram, and there are a lot of plans for 2023, so please make sure to be following me. I would absolutely love for you to stay around on this journey with me. But apart from that, that's all I've got to say in today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I will link the price of the planner and a link to it in the description if you are interested in buying it. I definitely recommend getting it if you can. But again, that's all I have from me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely rest of your day, whatever you might be doing. Stay safe, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye!